Making things with your hands is fun. You can create something special and useful. Building a picture frame is a great project for beginners. It teaches you basic woodworking skills. You get to choose the wood, the size, and the finish. This means your frame will be unique. It's a great feeling to see your finished project. You can display your own picture or give the frame as a gift. It's a thoughtful present that shows you care. So let's get started and build a beautiful picture frame. Before we begin, let's gather everything we need. Having the right tools and materials makes the job easier. Don't worry, you won't need a whole workshop. Here's a list. Wood, pine or fir are good choices for beginners. Measuring tape, pencil, saw, a handsaw or miter saw will work. Wood glue, clamps, sandpaper, different grits for a smooth finish. Wood stain or paint, optional. Finish, like polyurethane or wax, hammer, and small nails. Once you have everything ready, we can move on to the next step. Now comes the important part, measuring and cutting the wood. Accuracy is key here. The first step is to gather all your tools. You'll need a tape measure, a ruler, a pencil, and a saw. Make sure your workspace is clean and well lit. This will help you see the measurements clearly and avoid any mistakes. If the pieces aren't cut right, the frame won't fit together properly. Misaligned pieces can ruin the entire project, making it look unprofessional and unstable. It's always better to take your time and get it right the first time. First, measure the picture you want to frame. This will give you the dimensions you need for the inner part of the frame. Be precise with these measurements, as they will determine how well the picture fits within the frame. Add some extra length and width to these measurements. This extra space will be the frame's border, which not only adds to the aesthetic appeal, but also provides structural integrity to the frame. This extra space will be the frame's border. Make sure to mark these measurements clearly on the wood. Use a sharp pencil for precise lines. Mark the wood carefully using your measurements and a pencil. Double-check each mark to ensure accuracy. This step is crucial for a well-fitted frame. Double-check your measurements before cutting. It's always better to be safe than sorry. A small mistake in measurement can lead to a big problem later on. A good carpenter always measures twice. This ensures that the cuts will be accurate and the pieces will fit together perfectly. It's a simple step that can save a lot of time and frustration. Now carefully cut the wood along the lines you marked. Take your time and follow the lines precisely. Rushing this step can lead to uneven cuts and a poorly constructed frame. Use a saw that you're comfortable with. Different saws have different strengths, so choose one that suits your skill level and the type of wood you're working with. If you're new to sawing, ask someone experienced to help you. Having a mentor can make a big difference, providing you with tips and techniques that can improve your skills and ensure a better final product. Section 4. Assembling your masterpiece, joining the frame pieces. This is where all your hard work starts to come together, and you can see the fruits of your labor taking shape. With the wood cut, it's time to assemble the frame. Lay out all your pieces on a clean flat surface. Make sure you have all the tools you need within reach, including wood glue, clamps, and small nails. This is where it starts to look like a real picture frame. Begin by arranging the cut pieces to form the basic shape of the frame. Take a moment to admire your work so far. Arrange the cut pieces to form the frame. Ensure that the corners meet perfectly and that the edges are flush. This will make the final assembly much easier and more precise. Apply wood glue to the ends of the pieces. Be generous but not excessive with the glue. You want enough to create a strong bond, but not so much that it oozes out excessively. Then, fit the pieces together at a 90-degree angle. This is crucial for the stability and appearance of your frame. Make sure the angles are precise. Use clamps to hold the joints tightly while the glue dries. Clamps are essential for ensuring that the joints are secure and that the frame holds its shape as the glue sets. For extra sturdiness, you can hammer in small nails at the corners. This adds additional strength to the joints and ensures that the frame will hold together over time. Make sure the nails are small enough so they don't go through the wood. Measure them against the thickness of your frame pieces to be certain. Wipe away any excess glue that squeezes out. Use a damp cloth for this, as it will help to clean the joints without damaging the wood. Let the glue dry completely before moving on to the next step. This is a critical part of the process, as moving too quickly can compromise the strength of your frame. This usually takes a few hours. Be patient and allow the glue to set fully. Once dry, your frame will be ready for the next steps in your project. Section 5. Sanding and finishing, smoothing out the rough edges. In this section we will guide you through the essential steps to achieve a professional finish on your wooden frame. Sanding is a crucial part of the process, as it prepares the surface for any subsequent treatments and ensures a smooth, even texture. Once the glue is dry, it's time to give the frame a smooth finish. Inspect the frame carefully to ensure the glue has set properly and there are no loose joints. This initial check will save you time and effort later on. This step makes a big difference in the look and feel of your frame. A well-sanded frame not only looks more polished but also feels more pleasant to the touch. The contrast between a rough, unfinished surface and a smooth, sanded one is remarkable. Use sandpaper to smooth out any rough edges or imperfections. Start by sanding along the grain of the wood to avoid scratches. Pay special attention to corners and edges, as these areas are prone to roughness. Start with a coarser grit sandpaper and gradually move to a finer grit. This progression helps to remove larger imperfections first, and then smooth out the finer details. Typically you might start with a 120 grit sandpaper and finish with a 220 grit or higher. This will create a beautifully smooth surface. Run your hand over the wood to check for any remaining rough spots. If you find any, go over them again with the finer grit sandpaper until the entire surface feels even. You can choose to stain the wood, paint it, or leave it natural. Each option offers a different aesthetic, so consider what will best complement your decor. Staining can enhance the natural grain, while painting allows for a pop of color. If you're using stain or paint, apply it evenly, following the manufacturer's instructions. Use a brush or cloth to apply the stain, making sure to cover all areas uniformly. For paint, use smooth, even strokes to avoid streaks. After the stain or paint has dried, apply a finish. This could be a clear varnish, polyurethane, or another protective coating. The finish not only protects the wood from damage but also enhances its appearance. This will protect the wood and enhance its beauty. A good finish will bring out the richness of the wood's color and grain, giving your frame a professional and polished look. Take your time with this final step to ensure a flawless result. Section 6. Displaying your handiwork, showcasing your creation. Congratulations, you've successfully built a beautiful picture frame. Now it's time to showcase your creation. Carefully insert your picture into the frame. Secure it in place with tape or clips. Find a special place to display your framed picture. You can hang it on a wall, place it on a shelf, or give it as a heartfelt gift. Section 7. Conclusion. The enduring beauty of handmade craftsmanship. Creating something with your own hands is truly rewarding. The picture frame you just built is a testament to your craftsmanship. It's a unique piece that you'll cherish for years to come. Remember, practice makes perfect. Don't be afraid to experiment and try new things in your woodworking journey. The most important thing is to enjoy the process of creating.